All right, y'all. But ooh, damn. Welcome back to your daily dose. I'm your host Alize, and this is a daily dose where you already know we stay doing the most, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead, get this video a like. I know it's gonna blow up for sure, So I know it's been a minute. I've been gone. You feel me? Been working. I was doing a lot of overtime, stacking up, for my car and stuff like that. So making moves. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or any comments that you would like to share with me, just put them in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. If it's anything personal, you can always email me at alizemail6@gmail.com. So let's go ahead and get into this video. The title of this video is Where Your Manifestation Lies. No, between you and the Most High is where your manifestation lies. Now, the reason I wanted to title the video that is because I myself, I definitely want to give a shout out to Kim on Core Union. If you guys don't know, she is a manifestation coach. She's also a social media influencer. I want to say she has her own YouTube channel and things of that nature. So I definitely want to give a shout out to her. So if you want to look her up, you can. So anyway, so I decided to, take a course far as manifesting something that I've been working on. And she told me one thing that really stood out to me the most was your manifestation is between you and God. And, a lot of us, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in my videos, but I really never made a video on it. And I want you guys to know that when you are manifesting anything, there are going to be people, like outside sources, that are going to criticize you, belittle you, and they're going to make you feel like it's not going to happen. Like, okay, they're going to judge you. And you want to be prepared for this, because these are things that's going to happen in your 3D reality. These are things that are going to, try their best to affect you. But in actuality, if you don't allow it to affect you, then you'll be fine. And I was listening to Neville Goddard when he was talking about your desire is already yours. And he had said, he was talking about a man. He said, picture a man, picture the person in your life that you want to be successful, and feeling is the secret. Dwell in that moment, dwell in that feeling, and just know that it's already done. But don't boast about it. And I feel like that's what that means. You don't want to go around telling people about your manifestation, okay? Your manifestation is not between you and the rest of the world. Your manifestation is between you and the Most High. Whether you believe in God or whether you believe in the universe, whatever you believe in, you want to understand that you get excited about your manifestation. By all means, get excited about it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about it, talk about it with yourself. Have inner conversations with yourself. If you get excited about it, write it down, start scripting, whatever makes you happy, because you know that the manifestation is already done and it's already yours. And you don't need the rest of the world. You're not proving it to the rest of the world. You're not proving it to anyone else but you. Because at the end of the day, this is your reality. This is your life. What you're manifesting remains in secret. You don't need to have this person knowing, that person knowing. And I made that mistake too. And I realized that there's some people that will be like, oh yeah, they believe you, or, and then I'll start to get different opinions from others. And then I'll start to doubt my own manifestation. And I'm not realizing that this manifestation, you're not bringing my manifestation to me. I'm creating my manifestation. This isn't you. This is me working on my inner beliefs. This is me focusing on my concept, my self-conception of how I see myself. This has nothing to do with you. Man will always disappoint you. And when I mean man, I mean mankind. God won't. The universe won't. Because the universe hears you. The universe hears all of us. When you say something, when you put something out there, the universe knows what you want. When you've already thought about that, you've already thought about what you wanted. You already saw the color of the car you want, the model of the car. You already saw how you want it to look on the interior. You saw this, you've pictured it, you've actually dwelled in the feeling, and you've seen yourself in your mind's eye. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to feeling. Okay? And that's why we'll talk about that in another video. The feeling is the secret. But I really definitely want you guys to know that whatever you're manifesting, it's not about, and this is what I was learning too, because I was watching a lot of videos. The universe doesn't focus on the future. God is not in the future. God in the universe is in the now, is in the present moment. Going back to Eckhart Tolle, going back to people like, dang, I forgot his name. I talked about him all the time. It'll come to me. But going back into Eckhart Tolle, when he was talking about how you were supposed to live in the present moment. Neville Goddard spoke of living in the present moment. Your manifestation is not going to happen tomorrow, the next day. Your manifestation is all about happening as of right now, at this moment, at this very second, it's happening. So when you say things like, I will have my manifestation, I will have my car, I will get the job, I will have my specific person, I will attract the love of my life, or I will, it's not, you don't want, because you're putting your manifestation on a delay, honestly. You're delaying it because you're putting it in the future. You want to already see yourself having the things that you want right now and picture that. You know what I'm saying? So the present, it's important to also remember to focus on the present moment. Because once you've already envisioned this, once you've already seen yourself having it is what you desire, it's already done. You don't need to ask how. You don't need to worry about when. You don't need to worry about who. You don't need to worry about what. You don't need to worry about anything except focusing on your inner beliefs and your inner conception. You have to remember that you're working on yourself within. The more you work on yourself within is what's going to create your outer world, and you're going to be able to experience these things that are around you. That's why they say in order for the world to change, you have to first change yourself. It's very important to focus on self. So you don't want to invite all these outside forces, yes, and these other outside sources that are outside of you. I think it's sources, I want to say, like friends, family, people of that nature. Because like I said before, not a lot of people are going to believe in manifestation. Not a lot of people know that they're manifesting every day, consciously and subconsciously. And when you know and you feel in your heart, you have that conversation with God, which is your higher self. You have that conversation with the universe. You write to the universe. And even if you want to have you want to thank the universe, thank the Most High, because that's what's bringing your manifestations to you. You are the creator of your reality. You are the God and goddess of your reality. Right? And you always want to give praise and thanks to the Most High, because the Most High will never disappoint you, but mankind will. So it's important to remember that your manifestation is between you and God. Your manifestation is not between anyone else. Between you and God. What you do in secret is between you and God. What you say in secret, your actions is between. Once you decide to open up that door and bring in everyone in and talk about it and constantly boast about it and things of that nature, you're going to see things in your 3D reality that are going to disappoint you, which is going to cause you to have doubts about your own manifestation, which in reality, you shouldn't doubt what you're creating because it's your creation. No one has to know what you're manifesting. This is your secret. These are your beliefs. No one has to believe it. And some people are going to believe it and some people are not. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they believe and what they don't believe. What matters is what you believe and how you feel and what you want to make happen in your world, in your own reality, because this is your life. We were put here to create the life that we desire. We were put here to create the life that we want to have. We weren't put here to be slaves. We weren't put here to have to answer to people. We're here to answer to ourselves. And most importantly, we're here to answer to the Most High. So know that when you, and this is where your manifestation will manifest a lot faster. When you start to work on more of your inner reality, you will then see that there's things in your outer world that start to change. And you might not notice it because some people, when you're manifesting, depending on how you manifest, because everyone manifests differently. I remember when I had manifested, when I wanted to become a CNA, I had manifested becoming a nurse assistant in the past. And I manifested it without actually knowing that I manifested it, because I wasn't really believing in manifestation at the time. I didn't know how manifestation worked. I didn't know what manifestation was, right? And so I wrote it down, and then I just left it alone, and I allowed things to naturally happen. And I focused on working towards my goal and going towards it. And boom, I became a CNA. It's the same thing with how I manifested my old specific person. I just was focusing more on myself. Now, the only reason I didn't keep my manifestation was because I wasn't focusing on my inner beliefs of myself, and I was trying to force the outside reality to speed up when that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to force things to happen. You want to allow things to naturally happen. Manifestation is about letting go and simply believing and trusting and having faith that what you want is already yours, is already coming to you. You have a thought. That thought then creates it in your outside reality if you allow it to. But you can't try to fuck with the middle. You can't, because when you fuck with the middle, you just create all these delays. Then you start to change. Then you start to want things to happen on your time. Then you become obsessed with your manifestation, and that's what you don't want to do. And we'll talk about that in another video. You definitely don't want to become obsessed with your manifestation. You just want to simply know that, you know what, it's mine. Whenever you think about it, it's mine. Whenever you see things that are opposing to your manifestation in your 3D reality, it's mine. You have to tell yourself, it's mine. I don't care what this says. I've heard so many things in my reality about my manifestation that honestly, I'm just like, you know what? It's mine. I don't care. I'm not focused on it. It's mine. But I've also been listening to beliefs at night. I've also been falling asleep to beliefs at night. I've also been having inner conversations with myself, and I've also been doing my affirmations, which I don't do all day. I just do like I do them like whenever I want to do them. Whenever I feel like I want to do affirmations, I do them. But I also tell myself, if I do have opposing thoughts in my mind, I tell myself, these are not my thoughts. These are old thoughts. These thoughts are not mine. These no longer exist. And then I have a conversation with myself and say, why do I feel this way? And if something does happen that may make me feel insecure, or saying like I may not have doubts, I may have doubts, which I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I do have doubts sometimes. But then I have to tell myself, like I have to ask myself these questions, whether that's through journaling, whether that's through having a self conversation and just saying an inner conversation with myself and asking myself, hey, why do you feel this way? Is it because of this that happened to you? Is it because of that? Okay, it's understandable, but this is the now. That was then, this is now. That no longer exists. We can't change that. We focus on what matters at this moment. So these are things that I would tell myself, and this is how I will be able to get through things. I started to make changes as well throughout my everyday life to show that I do love myself, to actually put myself first. I started to write down certain things that I'm going to start doing, and working on me and really loving me. It's not to bring in my manifestation. This is just to love me, because manifestation is a self-love journey. It's realizing that at the end of the day, the things that you want and desire is already within you. It's not out there. You're not chasing it. You're not forcing it. You're not you're not finding it. This is not something you're finding. Just like your purpose, you don't find your purpose. Your purpose is already within you. You have to wake up the beast that is within. You have to wake up that tiger that is within. You have to speak to your higher self. You have to be able to come into alignment with what you want and what you desire, and understand and know that the things that you want right now is happening as we speak. I don't care what Susie said down the street. I don't care what your mama said. I don't care what your daddy, uncles, aunties. I don't care if people say you can't manifest a specific person. You can't manifest that. Oh, believe it when you see it. I don't care what they say. You have to already believe it before you can see it. Before you can see it, you have to already believe it, and you already have to have your faith. Because when you have faith, when you trust, and not saying that you have to have a lot, but when you have faith and when you trust in something, and you just know, you just have this feeling, and you're just like, fuck, it's mine. It's mine. And you know it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So understand and know that the things that, excuse me, y'all. Hold on. My nose itching. Just understand and know that the things that you are creating have already been created. Remember, there are other dimensions that we have. Okay? 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8. There's other dimensions that we have that exist. This is not the only dimension. No, it's not. Okay. So remember, there's other dimensions outside of us that do exist. So you have to put yourself, you don't want to be on the spectrum of where everyone is at. And you don't want to be in the in between. You don't want to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It's either you're all in and you trust no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I definitely wanted to just let you guys know, people are going to talk down on you. People are going to tell you, oh, that's not real. People are going to say you're you dumb if you believe this. People going to tell you, they're going to say a lot of things. So don't allow other people's thoughts and their opinions to dictate your opinions or your own formed inner belief of how you feel about what you're creating in your reality. We all have different beliefs, so not everyone is going to believe what you believe. That's why you should not share your manifestations, and you should keep them on hush mode. And just when you see things in your reality, when you see your reality start to shift, don't say nothing. Just be like, I know, I did that. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because you did. You did do it. You created that. You did it. You know what I'm saying? So step into your power and know and stay firm in that. Stand on business and stay firm in your beliefs and understand that everything that you want, baby, is here. You don't got to look no further. You ain't got to ask questions. You don't got to ask nobody else. You ain't got to ask somebody else's opinion on this, opinion on that. You just got to know, like, you know what? Like, fool, is here. It's done. It's already done. You know what I'm saying? So believe and understand and keep it between you and the universe. Nobody has to know but what you're working on. You never tell people. The reason you don't tell people about your successes, or like when you're doing something, like when you baking a cake, you ain't got to tell nobody you baking that cake. Nobody got to know you baking that cake. They just gonna see when the cake pop out. The reason you don't is because people are going to try to tell you, they're going to try to pull you down with them because they've never created it and they don't believe it themselves. Now, see, this is where I want to come into this, because I really want to jump into this too. A lot of people who will tell you your manifestation is not real, you delusional, you don't know what you talking about, the law of attraction don't exist, the law of assumption is this and that, you stupid if you believe that, you need to live in reality. I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't believe in themselves, so that's why they want to tear you down. They gonna, just like people that say, if you want to be this, if you want to be famous, or you know what I'm saying, you want to be an actor, you want to be an actress, you want to be a writer, you want to be a singer, you want to be a rapper, whatever you want to be in this world, people are going to tear you down because they haven't even tried it themselves, and they know they have insecurities within themselves, so they not going to believe it, so they going to try to tear you down. That's why I don't be listening to people. And I'm a Cancer. I live in my imagination all day. So you feel me? It's like people are going to try to tear you down because they have insecurities within them. They don't feel like they can do it. They don't feel like they can actually manifest what they want to manifest and create in their reality. And 9 times out of 10, they want to keep living the lives that they want to live and be miserable all their life because they don't want to actually go out there and give it a chance and see that they can actually change shit. And that's what I hate about people. That's what I don't like about people, because they try to shit where you eat. They try to shit on your beliefs. They try to shit on your success when really they feel like they ain't shit. They don't feel like they working to get to where they need to be, so they want to tear somebody else down. Misery loves company, but misery doesn't love company if you don't show up to the table. So don't show up to the table, and make sure that you believe in you. This is between you and God. This is between you and the universe, between you and your higher self. This ain't between you and mankind. Peace.